Hello everyone, welcome back to Expert Medical Coding. In today's video, we are going to continue part 6 of Neoplasm Guidelines. So let's get started with the guideline. Disseminated Malignant Neoplasm Unspecified. Code C80.0 Disseminated Malignant Neoplasm Unspecified is for use only in those cases where the patient has advanced metastatic disease and no known primary or secondary sites are specified. It should not be used in place of assigning codes for the primary site and all known secondary sites. Now that we have read the guideline, let's understand it in a more detail. So let's talk about C80.0 Disseminated Malignant Neoplasm Unspecified. This code is reserved for very specific situations. C80.0 is used only when a patient has advanced metastatic disease, but the documentation does not specify any primary or secondary sites. Let us see an example here. A patient is admitted with widespread cancer documented as advanced disseminated malignancy with no information on the primary or metastatic sites. So here the correct coding will be C80.0 Disseminated Malignant Neoplasm Unspecified. Now let's move towards the next coding guideline, and that is Malignant Neoplasm without specification of site. Code C80.1 Malignant Primary Neoplasm Unspecified equals to Cancer Unspecified. This code should only be used when no documentation can be made as to the primary site of a malignancy. This code should rarely be used in the inpatient setting. So let's talk about C80.1 Malignant Primary Neoplasm Unspecified. This code means Cancer Unspecified. So you use C80.1 only when the documentation does not identify the primary site of a malignancy. It should be assigned only when no determination can be made about where the cancer originated. Let us see an example. A patient is admitted with metastatic carcinoma to bone, and despite full workup, the primary site remains unknown at discharge. In this situation, assign the secondary bone malignancy code along with unknown primary. So the correct coding here will be C79.51 for secondary malignant neoplasm of bone and C80.1 for malignant primary neoplasm unspecified. So here are the key points. Assign C80.1 when the cancer, that is primary site, is unknown, rarely used for inpatients, and do not use C80.1 if a primary site is documented. Now let's move towards the next coding guidelines, and they are Sequencing of Neoplasm Guidelines. Encounter for treatment of primary malignancy. So if the reason for the encounter is for treatment of a primary malignancy, assign the malignancy as the principal or first sister diagnosis. The primary site is to be sequenced first, followed by any metastatic sites. And the next guideline is encounter for treatment of secondary malignancy. So when an encounter is for a primary malignancy with metastasis and treatment is directed towards the metastatic, that is a secondary site only, the metastatic site is designated as the principal or first sister diagnosis. The primary malignancy is coded as an additional code. If the encounter is for treatment of a primary malignancy, assign the primary site as the principal or first sister diagnosis. Any metastatic sites are coded as secondary diagnosis. Let us see an example here. A 54-year-old female patient admitted for treatment of breast cancer and got treated for breast cancer with known bone metastasis. So here the correct coding will be assign code C50.919 for malignant neoplasm of breast unspecified and secondary code C79.51 for secondary malignant neoplasm of bone. But if the encounter is for treatment of a secondary malignancy only, then the secondary site is sequenced as the principal diagnosis. The primary malignancy is coded as an additional diagnosis. Let us see an example here. A patient with active colon cancer and liver metastasis is admitted, and treatment is directed only at the liver metastasis. So the correct coding will be assign the principal diagnosis as C78.7 secondary malignant neoplasm of liver and secondary diagnosis as C18.9 malignant neoplasm of colon. Now let's move towards the next coding guideline, and that is malignant neoplasm in a pregnant patient. So when a pregnant patient has a malignant neoplasm, a code from subcategory O9A.1 malignant neoplasm complicating pregnancy, childbirth or puerperium should be sequenced first, followed by the appropriate code from chapter 2 to indicate the type of neoplasm. So when coding cancer in a pregnant patient, sequencing is very important. The first code must always come from subcategory O9A.1 malignant neoplasm complicating pregnancy, childbirth and puerperium. After assigning the subcategory O9A.1 code, you then add the appropriate chapter 2 code to show the specific type of neoplasm. Let us see an example here. A patient is admitted during pregnancy in third trimester with breast cancer. So here the correct coding will be assign the principal diagnosis as O9A.113 malignant neoplasm of breast complicating pregnancy in third trimester and secondary code as C50.919 for malignant neoplasm of breast unspecified. So remember, when a pregnant patient has a malignant neoplasm, always sequence 098.1 subcategory code first, followed by the code for the cancer itself. Now let's move towards the next coding guideline, and that is encounter for complication associated with your neoplasm. So when an encounter is for management of a complication associated with a neoplasm, such as dehydration, and the treatment is only for the complication is coded first, followed by the appropriate code for the neoplasm. The exception to this guideline is anemia. When the admission encounter is for management of an anemia associated with the malignancy and the treatment is only for anemia, the appropriate code for the malignancy is sequenced first as the principal or first sister diagnosis, followed by the code D63.0, anemia and neoplastic disease. Let's understand this guideline in more detail. So when a patient is admitted with a complication caused by the neoplasm, coding depends on the type of complication being treated. If the encounter is for management of a complication such as dehydration, the complication is coded first. Let us see an example here. A patient with stomach cancer is admitted for dehydration and received IV fluids for dehydration. So the correct coding will be assign the principal diagnosis as E86.0, dehydration, and then the secondary diagnosis as C16.9, malignant neoplasm of stomach, unspecified. But there is one exception. If the encounter is for treatment of anemia due to the malignancy is coded first, followed by the code D63.0, that is anemia and neoplastic disease. Let us see an example. A patient with colon cancer is admitted for anemia due to colon cancer and he underwent PRBC transfusion. So the correct coding here will be assign the principal diagnosis as C18.9, malignant neoplasm of colon unspecified. After that, assign the secondary diagnosis as D63.0, anemia in neoplastic disease. Let's move towards the next coding guideline, and that is complication from surgical procedure for treatment of a neoplasm. When an encounter is for treatment of a complication resulting from a surgical procedure performed for the treatment of the neoplasm, designate the complication as the principal or first sister diagnosis. See the guideline regarding the coding of current malignancy versus personal history to determine if the code for the neoplasm should also be assigned. Let's understand this guideline in more detail. When a patient develops a complication after surgery for cancer treatment, the complication is always coded as a principal or first sister diagnosis. Whether or not you also code the neoplasm depends on if the cancer is still present or if it's a history of malignancy. Let us see example here. A patient with active breast cancer undergoes a mastectomy. Later, she is admitted with a postoperative wound infection. So the correct coding here will be assign the principal diagnosis as T81.40XA, infection following a procedure, and then give the secondary as C50.919, malignant neoplasm of breast, unspecified. Now let's see another example. A patient had a colon cancer resection 1 year ago. Now she is admitted with a bowel obstruction due to surgical adhesions. The cancer is no longer present. So the correct coding here will be the principal diagnosis K91.30, post-procedural intestinal obstruction, then give the secondary as Z85.038, personal history of other malignant neoplasm of large intestine, because the cancer is no longer present. Now let's move towards the next coding guideline, and that is pathological fracture due to a neoplasm. When an encounter is for the pathological fracture due to a neoplasm and the focus of treatment is the fracture, a code from subcategory MAD4.5, pathological fracture in neoplastic disease, should be sequenced first, followed by the code for the neoplasm. If the focus of treatment is a neoplasm with an associated pathological fracture, the neoplasm code is sequenced first, followed by a code from MAD4.5 for the pathological fracture. So let's understand this in more detail. When cancer weakens the bones, it may cause a pathological fracture. So how do we code it? The answer depends on the focus of treatment. If the encounter is mainly to treat the fracture, assign a code from subcategory MAD4.5, pathological fracture in neoplastic disease first, then add the code for the neoplasm. Let us see an example. A patient with active bone cancer presents with a pathological fracture of the left femur, and the main treatment is for fracture repair. Here the principal diagnosis will be MAD4.552A, pathological fracture in neoplastic disease left femur initial encounter, and the secondary diagnosis will be C41.9, malignant neoplasm of bone. But if the encounter is mainly for the cancer treatment and the fracture is just a related condition, then sequence the neoplasm first, followed by the MAD4.5 subcategory fracture code. Let us see example here. A patient with bone cancer treated with chemotherapy. She also has pathological fracture of the vertebra for which no workup was done in this visit. So the correct coding here will be principal diagnosis, give it as C41.9, malignant neoplasm of bone and articular cartilage unspecified, and secondary diagnosis as MAD4.58XA, pathological fracture in neoplastic disease vertebra initial encounter. Please like, share and subscribe to Expert Medical Coding. Thanks for watching.